that T-Zero guy. He's fucking scary now.
Urban Chaos definitely lives up to its name, and then some. The gameplay is fast, fun, and very brutal. The areas and combat get repetitive, and it certainly isn't the longest FPS available, but its frantic fire and slow-mo headshots mean you're guaranteed to have some memorable moments. You take control of Nick Mason, an elite crime fighter and superstar of the sometimes controversial T-Zero unit. T-Zero was formed to enforce riot control and prevent gang warfare. An army known as the Burners, for obvious reasons, is completely out of control and planning on taking command of the streets.
We're gonna fuck this city.
From here, you're thrown into high-risk rescue operations, preceded with a live-action news broadcast update. These are there if you care to get a taste of the story, but if you want to start blasting terrorists, you can skip them and the cutscenes during gameplay. And parents. This is one of those games that deals out the blood and gore in large doses, so be advised. It's commendable that you're the one preventing crime, unlike other offensive shooters like 25 to Life or Grand Theft Auto, but the language, while realistic, has lots of campy shock value. Because you're going to have a lot of things flying at you, like axes, bullets, and Molotov cocktails, the game graciously puts a riot shield in your hands early on. This is similar to the Time Crisis duck and cover routine. You can see your enemies through it, move with it drawn, and there are some areas that are impenetrable without it. The upside to this is that the game cuts you a break and lets you rest or reload when you have to, and you can use the shield as a blunt attack weapon or put it on your face when necessary. The downside is that it makes you nearly invincible, which kind of takes the danger and drama out of the experience. You're also assisted by other members of your team, who work hand-in-hand with firemen and medics trying to save civilians from a fiery death. You can give them commands with a D-pad, like when you need firemen to help you navigate a burning building. Just keep your eyes peeled for those backdrafts. Medics give you health boost injections, but only have 3 of them equipped in each level, so if you're prone to taking damage, you'll want to keep them alive. To negotiate with the rioting gangs, you start off using a handgun, but soon pick up shotguns, an assault rifle, and dual Uzis. And if you replay levels, you can try to meet specific performance goals to unlock more. You also have a flashlight and thermal goggles when areas get too dark or smoky.
Okay, I got him.
If you literally want to fight fire with fire, you can pick up flaming bottles and hatchets to throw. When all else fails, use your taser. Tasers are sometimes problematic, like in Condemned Criminal Origins or Siphon Filter, when they become an easy crutch to lean on, but they also detain targets peacefully while electrocuting them, so they do serve a purpose. The urban part of Urban Chaos does get old, as most of the environments you'll be gunning through are streets, warehouses, and factories. The routes can change as the interactive and impressively animated fire moves around, but there aren't a ton of surprises. There are plenty of custom spots made for gunfights and scripted events.
Look out! Shit, this place is dangerous, man!
You're also rewarded with replays of the most painful and violent moments you afflict in each area. This can add some cinematic flair to an otherwise random kill, but if you start seeing the same angle repeatedly, these can be skipped like the cinemas. The levels aren't very big though. They can get a bit confusing too when you're making your way through the thick smoke. And the enemies, considering most of them are from the same gang, and probably shop at the same thrift store, don't stand out individually. All of them wear Dr. Satan or Jason hockey masks. This makes them easy to spot when civilians are running around, but you might get tired of shooting the same guy 100 times. It's not the most polished or dynamic shooter on the market, but Urban Chaos Riot Response is unique. It's not every day a shooter doesn't require you to kill aliens or Nazis or police officers, but rather try to put a stop to senseless violence altogether. If it wasn't so crammed with cheap laughs and quick thrills, maybe we could have taken it a little more seriously.